Thank you. Hi, everyone. I think I probably should do a quick introduction of myself. Maybe some of you still remember me. I played ladies singles for Germany, represented Germany for many years, and participated in Olympic Games and European Championships and World Championships. So I specialize in ladies singles. Of course, I played a bit differently from traditional Chinese style and European style. So I mix up both. So I hope I can contribute something, and I want to share my experience with you. Shall I go ahead?
Yeah. Hi, good evening, everybody. And my name is Hongyan. And like Huaiwen, I was former Chinese player and played for France since 2002. And then, been for like over 10 years in France and as a national player, and I played for France for the Olympics and get a medal from the World Championships. And also I've been training a little bit in Denmark. I played in the Danish League, and then I get some different cultures in my badminton career. So it was a pleasure to sharing the experience with you and to talk about ladies single with you tonight.
Okay, the topic for today is the women's singles nowadays. I retired in 2009. Since then, the ladies singles game has changed quite a bit. So to compare the difference, I want to say just want to give you a quick information what we did before. So before we build up as women's singles, we build up for our attack with a lot of clears and drops, which has, I would say, we have better accuracy than nowadays. Maybe the game is a bit slower than now. The rallies are a bit shorter because the level gap between the players from different countries are a bit bigger. Now, you see from European countries, there are still many talented players. They come through, and then they can play with long rallies. They are very consistent. They are very physical. Also, before, when Hongyan and I were competing, there were seldom you see women singles who use backhand serve, mostly forehand serve, high serve. Now you see a mixture of forehand and backhand serve. And nowadays, I think there are more playing style of play. There's some of them are really attacking players. They can be really, really aggressive. I remember in old days, there's some players when they are struggling, they don't know what to do. They always try to play around and build up, be patient. Nowadays, some players, they can do really just attacking, just hit everything down and come forward and come really high. They can push. They can put a lot of blocks to the middle to counter, which you rarely see in the women's singles before. And before, when we were competing, or maybe because of our height, so we try to use the different height of the clears to counter their attack. Now, because nowadays we see, especially from videos, the games are really, really fast. So the clears, there's almost the same height, either punching clear, a lot of punching clears. Seldom you see the high, like defensive clears to give yourself more time to return to the center to prepare for the defense. Before we played more net, right? We did a lot of net swings, cross net, a lot of deceptions. Now you see some of them are still doing that, but I think the trend, the tendency is that they try to push the shuttle away from the net. So your opponent has got smaller angle, and they can't really push you or do a tight net spin that you can't lift, or it's harder for them to do the cross. So that's what we found. I think it's pretty much from before. Now, the speed and the consistency are very, very crucial for ladies singles. Everyone if you want to compete with top ladies singles, the first thing you need to have is the speed and the consistency. Because you need to play long rallies with speed. Because even you can play 100 strokes, but without speed, that won't help you. The gap of players becomes smaller, as I spoke before. The matches become much more physical, and because the players become physically stronger. Because I think maybe developing a player now, the focus is a bit more different. Because as we always say in China, speed goes first.
Precision.
The sharpness and the accuracy, precision and the variation. So these are the orders we have. However, now I think maybe the way you develop the players is probably first physical. Then you still need to have technique to control. So the game has changed and it has improved a lot, and it's very challenging for all the players. And all the attacking shots, they are more aggressive. They are not as accurate as before, but the follow-ups after smash to the net, it's much quicker than before. And the girls are able to jump high and smash. They implement a lot of men's style into the women's games. So it makes the women's singles more, that's why it becomes more physical.
Yeah, we can even observe some of the players jumping from side to smash, and then almost like double. They can jump in to side and smash, and even jumping one step jumping to the backhand. So to intercept and to continue, keep the attacking, keep the pressure.
Right. It's talking about backhand serve, because before there were not so many players to use backhand service, because, well, we all can do a short serve pretty well, but the challenging of flicking is there because it's very hard, because you stand a bit more behind the court, and it's a lot more challenging to flick to the rear court. But nowadays, I think a lot of girls can do that, so they probably feel better. Jump smash, more side playing. They need to be more. And also, what we found is that nowadays the players are more all-around. You can't say they are probably not very good at defense, not very good in offense. They are more all-around. So it's very hard to tackle any weaknesses. For example, PV Sindhu is gonna be the targeting person we study. We found it's quite difficult to play against her because she's physically very strong, she has good endurance, right?
Yeah.
So she's pretty good in defense and offense, so it's quite difficult. So the reason we choose Sindhu is because her playing style represents the trend of playing style nowadays. So Hongyan, I'm gonna pass it to Hongyan. Hongyan's gonna analyze the game of PV Sindhu.
As Huaiwen said, that Sindhu is a player who is really powerful and strong physical. She's big, she can reach big court, and she's good endurance and have a really good speed on the court when she's playing. So it's really difficult to find a tactical against her. If you are not fast enough, if you're not powerful enough or strong enough. So we are trying to find some solution here to say. But Sindhu, she's she's a player, very offensive. She's trying to make a pressure in the clears, punch clears, very flat clears, and then she gets a chance to smash. So when you give her back shorter clears, and then she's trying to make a smash and go forward and to keep the pressure, even pushing you from the net and keep more and more speed on her attacking shots. But she have so many good points and strong points, but she also have some weakness. She's big, so she have a little bit difficult to reach, and her balance is high, so she's difficult to bench to go into the net and to get changing direction. So that's some of them because of her, she's big. And we observed that also when you give certain height, when you lift and you clears, then she's not that aggressive anymore. She's trying to just be patient, clears and drops. And her drops is not that sharp. Actually, it's not that dangerous as her attacking shots. So here, and also she's a little bit don't like the defending close to the body when smash to her. We analyzed her game, and yesterday we saw her game against the Hong Kong girl. Actually, we saw that as the Hong Kong girl did really good tactical against her, and until the end, maybe a little bit lucky or something. And then she's, lose. And the third set, the Hong Kong girl cannot keep the same speed as she does in the first and the second set, and the Shindu goes up. But the tactical, what the Hong Kong girl does, was really exactly what we analyzed, and what is, I think, it's the way to play against this kind of player. So, so today we will try to do some exercises in here with those players, and to see how we can find the tactical to resolution, and to get some solution to against this kind of top player when they make a very much pressure in the game, in the clears, in the smashes. So we were trying to find a solution. We have two exercises to try as an example. There can be another, meaning another ones, but we choose the two exercises, and the player will doing it and show you. Then we will first Huaiwen, she will doing the first exercise with the player, and I'm trying to make a second one. So both exercises more like a defensive, and
just want to repeat the weaknesses and strong points of Sindhu. What her habit is that she attacks a lot from a. Can you please stop a little bit? She attacks quite a lot from the round head corner to
cross court,
to the cross court, to the backhand side. Could you please change ends? Sorry about that. She smashes a lot from a round head corner to the backhand side, and she
smash straight from the forehand. A lot of smash straight from the
forehand straight. Right. So the objective of this exercise for us to find the right height for each lift. So that will limit. Can we stop a little bit so I can focus? I forgot what I want to say. Well, anyway, so the objective of the exercise is for you to practice the lift that will limit Sindhu's attacking shots. So as Hongyan explained, when you lift too high and give a lot of time to her, she has enough time to smash. Her smashes are strong and very fast. But if you lift flat, she's gonna smash really quickly. So the one way that you can get her into trouble is to find the right height, which is the height of flight trajectory. Sorry, the new vocabulary.
Yeah.
So that's
trajectory. Yeah.
Because everyone is different. Right, if I lift the shots to Hongyan, it should be flatter. If I lift to Holly, it should be a bit higher. So she needs to find a way to lift right behind her, but don't give her enough time to attack. So the girls are gonna drop to the front court, two corners, and smash to her backhand side. What Sindhu does is that she smashes and rush forward really quickly, especially straight. So we will let her not block straight. If the smash is from straight, she's not allowed to block straight. The worst she can do is the middle, or cross. By doing cross, we can keep her twist and turned, right? So by taking the drop, is allowed to do cross. This is another shot. She doesn't like it because you still keep her twisted and turned. So this is the exercise. They are attacking these two front corners and smash to the backhand side.
它高度，你看有些高度都不高，你看这个太平了。So you can see this and
The different heights.
observe the height she's doing. What the difference can make.
Okay, could you please stop? So I have a question to you guys. What do you think about this lift? What do you think?
Any?
Sorry? Not high enough and they're not deep enough. Yeah, give another go. Alright. Good. Holly, can you just move a bit forward after your attacking shots? Move forward. These are better. So can you please stop? So what do you think about now? Is it better? Sorry, could you? She boxed straight. Straight. It should be going cross. So, what from that angle?
Maybe when we ask a question, can he get microphone up to answer? Thank you.
I'm Rainer from Estonia. It's not like a question, but I was just noticing that she's not trying to make the cross straight smashes go to the center or cross.
So I have a question to you. Do you find that the exercise is hard for you to block cross? Sorry, can we have the microphone again? 对你挡对角，你为什么挡？你为什么不可以？你为什么不可以挡中间？每次都挡到这个直线。
Because sometimes I cannot control the shuttle. Maybe sometimes it's not too high, or sometimes it's cannot maybe pushing enough the shot. That's why maybe it's easy for her to smash. That's why I'm not easy. Also, it's not easy to put the cross or to the between. That's why I have to. Like she say, I have to find which way of the height is the better for me to control, to make her not easily to smash or not easy to use the other like dropping, smash, anything. I can like defense also have I can like to no need to make her to not easy to do anything. Try to find that way. I think.
I think it's really important we understand that we have to make the player to understand which height is a good height to get your opponent in difficult. That's the most difficult thing. Player, they need to time to find the right, to understanding which height I should play. If my height is too low or too high, this one height is difficult for play for everybody. I mean, not comfortable for attacking, but which one height is the right one? So the player have to find themselves, and a coach can give them also some, how you say,
Target.
the target, yeah, to give it.
Yeah, because different people, different height. That's what I had to find.
Yeah, it's difficult because she's tall, and also she's not moving forward. It's quite challenging exercise. It's because the reason I have to ask her is because I want to see how comfortable she feels, and if this exercise is working. Because if she thinks there are too many corners to cover for her, then she won't be able to focus on her lift and on her defense. I might have to modify the exercise a bit. So that's why I have to check with her. Maybe this exercise would work with someone else. Maybe today you're not in a good shape or whatever. You really need to check with your players firstly. And secondly is that for players who are not able to do that yet, probably I will modify this really, do this exercise really with fixed pattern. Say you just drop forehand, lift to the round head corner and get smash cross. So this could be one way of modifying this exercise. So let's give another go and see if it works. It's same, yeah. No, it's the same side, please. Good job. Okay, Yip, could you please just try to reach out a bit earlier to get your take the shot a bit earlier and then get ready. That's right. That's exactly the way I want. Yeah, that's a good lift.
Maybe trying to make your, when you lift, you maybe trying to more doing like this, then like this, then
yeah,
get a little
action.
more higher. But not, go over the whip. Yeah. Try.
Okay. Shall we swap to the other side? Good lift. That was good. Why? Good lift. Yeah, last one, please. There you go. Well done, thank you. So, thank you. Well done. It's just, in the end, I think most of your lifts are quite good. I think she's struggling with the backhand defense. It doesn't look very natural for you to play cross. She doesn't take early enough. You can pack something home. She doesn't take it early enough, and she didn't change her grip. If you want to play cross, you probably want to change it to corner grip rather than the thumb grip, because then you don't really have the angle to play cross. That's why she's struggling. But definitely, this exercise is going to improve your lift. If you want to have effective shots playing against Sindhu, I would think this exercise would help you. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry, can you please wait for the microphone?
You said at the beginning of the session that it was designed for
For her, yeah.
to learn how to graduate how much lift.
Yeah.
But how does she get the idea that it's a correct height or not when you've got two players and you're always at the back and you're covering the front?
That's correct. That's correct.
But
that's the concern. We wanted to make this one-on-one, but we need to match level, right? The only thing she can tell that my lift is not good enough is that she's too late to the shutter. She doesn't have enough time. So she will see that. Initially we thought maybe we should do one-on-one, but we don't know what level of players we're gonna have. So we have to make the best out of it. And the idea, I just want you to get the idea. Yeah, and if both level, if you have, say, similar level of players, and you can do one against one, that would be better. We have one more exercise, one against one, because we think that one, it might be easier to do one-on-one. You can see immediately whether your clears is, the height of your clears is good enough. That's a very good question. Thank you.
Any other question? Is there any other questions for this exercise? And okay, and okay. The second exercise is more like a one-on-one. Who's going? Yeah. Okay. And there's one play. They were playing and counting attack from one side, her side, to play mostly counting attack, make a lot of speed in the clears, and she will trying to rather give back the good height of the clears back, or make a stick smash block shot from the behind. To try, the objective of this exercise is to trying to turn your in the pressure position to your attacking position. Okay, so can you? I try to start. Yeah. Objective. Solo objective. Also.
Exercise 你会啊，他会发球，因为给他们讲的。
She can make smash as well. Attacking, she can make clears and attacking shots, smashes, but not drops.
Yeah, Julie is allowed to do clears. Yeah, clears and smashes. So it doesn't stand in the back. Yeah, so she needs to defense, and then she can counter.
Yeah.
That's right. Don't attack when she lifts.
Yeah.
Because you're on defense.
Make a little more pressure in it, more speed in the clears. Yeah. Go block also sometimes, yeah. It's good. Yeah. Surely make a bit, if you could, and do a bit more pressure. The idea is actually if when she's make block, she just use her wrist and trying to get the shadow really close to the net, but fast into the net. And if you can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good one. Try to block that one. Yes, there you go.
Yeah.
他打那个，他挑球的时候你不要点，
对啊
他打高球的时候你再点。
哎，他挑球你再打回去，然后再给他机会再，嗯。
Right. Good clears. Good clears. Yeah. I know it's difficult for you. You
Yeah.
just try to find the angle.
Ankle and the, yeah.
Yeah.
你可不可以？你可以打一点那种 block 嘛，就是一点点那种小的那个，就蓝调那种。蓝调的。哎，可以，也可以啊。蓝斜线那样的。
一整堆都会搞。
Yeah, that's right. Very good.
There you go.
Okay.
Very good.
I just stop a little bit. Yeah. So actually, this exercise, the objective is trying to get off the pressure. So get off the pressure is. How do you think her clears? Do you think it's high enough? Yeah. I think it can be a little bit higher, right? But not too much high, a little higher. And because Shindu, when she's playing, she will be tall, and then in this one step, she's really strong and smash. So a little bit more higher. But the two shots she did, block, that can be very useful if we're training the player to doing this kind of strokes to get off the pressure. And it's quite very useful. Some of the players doing very good in the old days, like Camila, Gong Zicao, and they can turn off this kind of pressure and give some and get back to the attacking position. So the idea is to just try and really to put get good links on the clears, but also very quick block shots and stick. And some of the attacking shots it did, I saw some of them are too far away, in the middle of the court, and it's not very useful. But of course, I've been taking off the pressure, but it can be even better. But this kind of technical need to training under pressure. So you need to training under pressure. You can use rather this kind of training, rather multi-shot phasing. Coaching can play like this from the middle of the court even give pressure on the player from just one side or to get the strokes, and then using the situation like this kind of situation, pushing really punch clears and trying to get the technique down.
Yeah, you can make any progression. Just
Yeah,
start from
progression from the start.
from one stroke from one corner to get the technique right, and you can have some fixed patterns that players they know what the next return is, so they know where to run to, and then you can make a semi patterned exercise that like the one I did before, the 2 corners. Instead, 2 corners, front court is random, and then smash backhand. Or you can do, as I said, or drop to forehand, smash to backhand. So, you know, it depends on what you want to work on, but try to build up slowly. Yeah, but this is more complex exercise. Yeah. We don't have time to do from scratch, and we'll tell you guys what to do from scratch. But this is one of the exercises that we also combine the tactic. When you practice this, you have to think your opponent is Sindhu, how you can keep her twisted and turned. That's one of the things, and find the height. Sometimes if you lift high, you give yourself enough time to move back, or you just move Sindhu to the rear court, but she won't feel really comfortable to attack. After she just turned one step, she won't be able to attack. So I hope you get the idea. It's quite difficult because if we make the exercise for our own players, we know their level, we can modify the exercise a bit better. But we get the players we don't know, then I hope you get the idea, but maybe the stroke she did is not exactly the quality is not exactly the one we're expecting. Well, I hope you get the idea.
Yeah, but we're thinking about that because in nowadays, and many players play with very offensive attacking shots, and we can many coach trying to develop the player to be more strong and more fast and more fast and more fast. But sometimes some of the players they cannot just go in fast, but also we're trying to find a way to see how we can try to play into our speed and to get off their speed and trying to play my speed and my speed which I feel comfortable. I cannot only follow her speed, so trying to cut off the speed and trying to build up a game which is suit me. So we cannot just play fast against those kind of players, but also trying the solution, find solution and trying to get another way of playing. And of course, all those things is not new. It's not new. Everybody may be knowing it, but I'm thinking it's important. We are trying to focus a little, maybe not only speed, but also some using more space in the higher space. We can tell player to play more intelligently in the game, and get more variety in tacticals.
Yeah, I agree. Just with the lift, say we sometimes warm up with like one person's dropping, the other one's lifting. But use this kind of exercise and to let them practice the height. Because this person is lifting, you can let them lift one time flat, one time in the middle, the other one is high. So use this simple exercise to develop the players. That's the first step. They need to be able to do that. They handle the one corner, then they will be able to do 2 corners, then you do random. So this might be better.
Yeah.
So definitely, I think it's the key for the players to use different height. Because I can use this, I can tell you about my own experience when I played against Tina Rasmussen. She's very powerful. She's very skilled in the front court, and her attacking shots are really, really strong. I use different height to help me win a lot of matches against her. Especially, I know when I play a little flatter, and she will just take one step, that's her rhythm. Take one step, and then she's gonna attack. But what if I let her take 1.5 steps? Will she still attack? Will the smash as hard as before, as accurate as before? Before, maybe I can't even touch the shuttle. Maybe because I vary the height, I could get it back. And in this way, before, because she only moves one step back, she can hit the shuttle, that's her rhythm. And if she moves 1.5, that means each step, she will take half a step more. So you work, say, my strategy is, okay, the first set is really, really fast. I can't follow her. But I use the first set to wear her out. I try to keep the rally as long as possible and then to tire her out. And the second set, she gets a bit tired and I still use the different height. And her accuracy is going down and she's gonna start making a lot of mistakes. And then I keep my speed. Because I counter a lot of shots. My style is not as tiring because I don't have to attack that much. But if I get the opportunity, I would just do the stick smash blocks and make her run long distance. That's my strategy. And third set, and she gets tired. And of course, when you get tired and you make more mistakes and you get frustrated, that will boost my confidence. I find that's good reflection. I think, okay, my tactic is right. I just need to believe in myself. So this is, I think definitely from before we use a lot of height, different height, the clears to counter, to take the pressure out. Yeah?
Do they have any?
Yeah. So
do you have any questions? Still 10 minutes left. So
have you got, questions? Thank you, players. Should we?
Hi, Stefan from Canada. I guess this is probably more for your first drill. As a final progression, would you consider adding some deception to the drill? Once you feel like that the lifting height is good and all the elements are there, would you consider having the player sometimes bring the shuttle in and not always take it out in front and kind of vary the contact points?
You mean from the first exercise?
More like the first drill when she's lifting. Instead of always lifting from a high contact point or taking it early, once in a while, would you have her actually bring it in to create some level of deception and possibly throw off the timing
that's initially,
of the offensive player?
That's the plan. Actually, that's very good tactic against the Sindhu is that you hold a bit longer. Sometimes you slick. Yeah. Sometimes you do the deceptions.
Yeah.
Of course, you didn't see this in the exercise, but I think this is already. Given that she has already practiced all these techniques, she knows what should be. We're talking about the right height. It's hard to say what's 1 meter high or 50 centimeter high, but you need to find what is the word? Flight trajectory, sorry, new vocabulary. Did that answer your question?
Not really.
Can you please repeat your question? So what is the progression of
yes.
the first exercise? Is that right? So I think we could first make it simpler. I would think make it simpler, more fixed. She's moving only to the forehand side. Then we keep her twist. And then she's just repeatedly doing the same exercise. And sometimes I record, because she's got only one forehand corner, and then she will be able to do more deceptions. Okay.
Hi, Idris Abzal, the UK. I'm just wondering, just for a bit of clarity, you said the presentation was about modern day badminton for women's singles, but you've also gone on to talk about ways of combating that style of play. Was that the idea, or were you just wanting to look at this sort of, so you gave Sindhu as an example, where you just wanted to isolate that and look at attacking badminton or high intensity badminton in female or women's singles?
I didn't get the question. Did you understand?
I'm asking what was just for a bit of clarity, what was the purpose? Were you just looking at high intensity badminton, or the style, or the modern style of play in badminton in women's singles, or were you looking at two things? You were looking at this high intensity play in women's singles and a way of combating that style of play. What was it?
We use Sindhu. We combine. Okay, I have to use some time. Definitely at the moment, because we see a lot of punching clears, right? So that's the kind of the trend that everyone is doing. We are trying to think to implement these clears that we used to use in the old times that could make the situation better for someone who play against actually the tall players, the offensive players, not because we have to use one person to make an exercise. So we chose Sindhu. But this exercise could also use for other players. Say if you play against some tall players who are very offensive players, and then you can keep them twist and turn.
But I think that they can use also for some short players, because everybody have one high distance that which she feel less comfortable. Like maybe even the Japanese player when it's short, but maybe you make a very flat clears, she just feel comfortable to give you a smash because she's used to playing under pressure. But if a little higher, and if you give her very high, like Yamakushi, she will just jump in smash. But if some of the height, she will maybe have less attacking shot, less comfortable. So this kind of exercise can be used for different player, but each player have different size, height, and if she's jumping or not depends how the style of her game. But I think you find the right height of the player to make your game more comfortable. Can be useful. I don't know, did we answer your questions?
Okay. I think as we're bang on time, we'll call it there. Can we just give a round of applause to Huaiwen and Hongyan, please?
Thank you.
Like the other presenters, we have a small token of appreciation from the BWF.
Thank you very much.
So, Huaiwen, for you, thank you.
Thank you.
And also for the players, we have a little token as well. Our two Scottish players, Holly and Julie. And from Hong Kong, yep, thank you very much.